Thank you. So welcome. We've got a few folks here from the local media who want to speak with you. So we won't waste any more of your time. We'll get started. If you have a question, go ahead and raise your hand. And I see one from Sarah Spencer with the AJC.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I just wanted to ask, what have these past few days been like for you getting to kind of know your new team? And what are your thoughts on this revamped Hawks roster and its potential for this season?
It's been great being here, get to know the guys, get to know the coaches, and just the whole organization, how everybody operate around here. It's been nothing but great positive vibes here. Definitely a blessing, breath of fresh air. Very excited to, keep pushing with these guys.
Thank you.
Next, from Edwin Powell of Hawksbeat.
Hey, welcome to Atlanta. Have there been, and I know it's early, have there been any discussions with the coaching staff or management about your role or what you can bring to the table with the squad?
They expect me to, shoot the ball as I've always been doing, bring leadership, bring intensity on the defensive end, and just be a leader.
Next, from Jamila Johnson of ATLHawksFans.com.
Hey, Tony, welcome to Atlanta. Thank you for doing this. So my question is, with your experience in the league, what about the Hawks? Have you seen a lot of the Hawks game? Are you familiar with the offense and how the team runs? And if you are, what have you liked about what you've seen?
Yeah, very familiar with the offense. Very, spacious. A lot of options for the guys like Trey and JC. It's a lot of options for the shooters like Kevin. Just to add the guys like Bogdan Bogdanovic and Galloway. It's going to be a very, very exciting offensive season. But at the same time, we have defensive-minded people like me, Chris Dunn, and other guys like Solomon Hill. Just bring that defensive presence to keep the team balanced. And I'm very excited for this upcoming season.
Back to Sarah.
I think you have, is it a right foot injury? I just wanted to see how you were doing with that and how you were feeling.
Taking it day by day, it's just that's all I can do at this point. Testing things out and just taking it day by day.
Did it happen over, like at some point over the long layoff you had, or could you walk me through how that happened?
Yeah, I was training, working out, trying to get my individual skills together. I sprained my left ankle, and I put all my weight on my right foot, and that's my right foot started bothering me. And, just trying to get it back together.
Right. Thank you.
Don Stinson from DNA Sports Talk.
Hi, man. Welcome to Atlanta.
Appreciate it.
You mentioned that you were working out and got injured there. What things were you working on during this pandemic and this off season to get you ready for the season?
Ball handling, working on my finishes, working on my mid-range, working on pick and roll. Of course, shooting threes, but, just expanding my game more as people, as my personnel. I got to be able to react better.
We'll go back to Sarah Spencer.
So this was a team that last year was very, very young, and it added a couple experienced vets this offseason to kind of get a little older, bring a little bit more experience. I was just wondering, how can you kind of help the young guys develop? And is that something that's a priority for you to kind of be, I guess, maybe impart some knowledge or help those young guys come along?
Oh, of course. From the get-go, I knew we had a great, talented young guys like DeAndre Hunter, Bruno, Cam Reddish. I talk to those guys all the time, about things they should be looking for in their games, and try to help them improve on a daily basis, because this is a collective group. We got to make sure we all stay sharp.
Edwin Powell from Hawksbeat.
I know it's super early and you guys have only had like 2 practices, but are there any of the guys, maybe some of the wings that have really surprised you or kind of caught your eye during these practices or during this short time?
Honestly, it's very surprising how versatile this team is. Like, you can throw anybody in any mix, and it can work out perfectly. It's a lot of people in this squad that can do a lot of bit of everything, and that's what's special, I think, about this team. That it don't matter who you throw out there, we're very versatile. We can fit in any way.
Back to Sarah.
Kind of building off what you were saying just then, this is also a vastly more deep team than it was last season. They were really thin a lot of times last season. How much is that going to be an advantage for you guys? This team also had some second unit struggles last year. With the depth you guys have, how much will that help you?
A lot. I feel like, the depth of this team and the fact that a lot of players can do a lot of everything, starters and on the bench, is a special, jump from this season, I believe. We're just, getting that team chemistry and try to be able to know each other's games and work off that way.
Back to Edwin.
I asked Chris this question. You're going about year 9 and looking on at leadership. Year 8, my bad. You're looking to have a leadership role. Who were some of the vets that really took you under your wing, and what did you learn from them when you first came into the league?
Jimmy Butler was definitely one of the main guys I looked up to and still talk to this day, to help me, just observing him throughout my 3 years with the Bulls. I'm watching, observing him all the time and, just picking up his ways. Definitely helped me out to be able to do what I do and help the young guys get better.
We've got another question from Sarah.
Coming into now being with the Hawks, what was your impression of Trey Young and his game? And are you excited to get on the court with him?
He's a special player. He's definitely a very, very young, special player. Now it's the fact that he got to, know how to be more mature. We already know what he can do on the court. Now just try to make him a bigger threat of using other things that he can do better. Make him be more mature. But I'm very excited to work with him.
Don Stinson from DNA Sports Talk.
How have you adjusted to Atlanta, and have you reached out to any of the previous coaching staff, maybe in Milwaukee, like Bud and those, who could give you an idea about the culture of Atlanta?
Yeah, I actually talked to one of the old guys from the Bucks. He said Atlanta's great here. The weather's phenomenal. I mean, it's better than, the cold Midwest. Midwest is super, super cold. I'm just glad to be where some sun is at. But yeah, they definitely let me know that Atlanta has a lot of great things here, and I'm very excited to explore.
There are currently no hands raised, so I'll give a few seconds just in case there are any final questions. But it looks like that is all. So Tony, thank you very much for your time and welcome to Atlanta.
Appreciate you.
All right, we'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tony.